So very important phenomena physiologically or the pathologically. What is the function? What are the processes? What are the reactions which are happening inside the body, which are forcing the normal cells towards converting them into the cancerous cells? How the normal cells which are acting physiologically totally normal, they are converted into cancerous cells and which are cause the disease of the cancer. So transformation of the normal cells into the cancer cells. What are the reasons? What are the specific reactions? What are the oncogenesis? So we will see them one by one, that how the normal cells they will be converted into the cancerous cells. First of all, there are two definitions. One is the oncogene and one is the proto-oncogene. Oncogene is the gene that when mutated or expressed at the abnormally high levels will be contributes towards the converting a normal cell into the cancerous cells. So on the other hand, what is the proto-oncogene? The normal cellular progenitors of the oncogenes that function to promote the normal growth and division of the cells. So this is all the phenomena revolves around two kinds of the oncogenes and proto-oncogenes. Oncogenes are those kind of genes which are capable of mutated, capable of the expressed at the abnormally high levels, and which will cause the disease and which will cause towards the cancerous cells, which will be converted from the normal cells, which are capable of the contributing to the converting the normal cells toward the cancerous cells. However, on the other hand, the proto-oncogene, the normal cellular progenitors of the oncogenes that functions to promote the normal growth and cell division of the cells in the normally. So it will be the competition between the oncogenes and the proto-oncogenes. What is the proto-oncogenes? Two oncogenes. How the proto-oncogene, which is the normal cell, which promotes the normal division of the cells, which will be leading towards the oncogenes. It is the alteration occurs in a normal cellular gene, which is proto-oncogene, that makes the protein hyperfunctional oncogenes. As we have already studied about the prions, prions are the normal proteins. It is the normal gene which is PRPN. There is the change in the expression and there is a change in the protein which will be converted into prions. Similarly, there will be the alteration in the normal cellular gene proto-oncogenes, which will be the protein hyperfunction, and then it will be converted into oncogenes. Proteins involved in the cell signaling pathways are the products of the proto-oncogenes. So of course there are some kind of the proteins which are involved in the signaling pathways, and these are the products of the proto-oncogenes. There are three kinds of such of the proteins, which are, one of them is the called proliferative proteins, anti-apoptotic proteins, and the anti-angiogenic proteins. The anti-apoptotic proteins are also called as the survival proteins because they are concerned with the apoptosis, which is the special phenomena at the time of the death. So there are three kinds of the proteins which we will see them, that what are their actions for the conformation of the transformation of the normal cells, the oncogenes towards the normal cells, the proto-oncogenes towards the oncogenes. These three kind of the proteins are the proliferative proteins, anti-apoptotic proteins, and angiogenic proteins. Normal to cancerous cells, the tumor suppresses. If the tumor suppresses are the recessive, then the requires mutation of the both the alleles. So there are two kinds of the tumor suppressive cells. One is the recessive cells, and other are the dominant cells. The normal position of the cancer, the normal cells, dependent on these cells whether it has to be converted into the cancerous cells or not. If they are recessive, then it requires mutation of the both kind of the alleles, and if it is dominant, then one allele is sufficient, and then it will the oncogenes are the dominants. Tumor suppressive cells are the recessive and the oncogenes are dominant, then one gene, the mutation of the one gene is enough. So we have already studied that proto-oncogenes need to be converted into oncogenes to develop towards the cancerous cells. For this purpose, if the tumor suppressors are recessive, then most importantly it need to be the mutation, and then the proto-oncogenes, for the mutation it need to be the mutation in both the alleles. However, if the oncogenes are already dominant, they are already dominant inside the body, then one gene or one allele is enough, and the mutation will cause the cancerous cells. Here is some example that the mutation, how the mutation, because of the mutation, the normal cells, the proto-oncogenes, will be converted into oncogenes. Mutation in incubate tumor suppressor genes. Of course, first of all, then the cells will be proliferate, just the tumor suppressor cells, they will proliferate into a large number of the cells, and then mutation inactivates DNA repair gene. So at this moment, the mutation, after the mutation, it can be happened that the repair the gene genetically, the gene can be repaired at this moment. However, the mutation will again leads towards inactivating the DNA repair system. And then because of its activation, the proto-oncogenes will of course will be converted into the oncogenes. Because at this moment, if it is converted, inactivates the tumor suppressor gene, then the cell will be proliferate. At this moment, the genes can be repaired by its own process. However, the mutation, it will not help in this way, and it inactivates the gene repair DNA repair gene, and then the proto-oncogene will also be converted into oncogenes, and oncogenes will be incapable inactivate several more tumor suppressor genes, because the oncogenes system is like this, that they will be leading towards the cancer. So because of the presence of the oncogene at this moment, there are several more tumor suppressor genes will be inactivated, and only the cancerous cells will be activated, and in this way the normal proto-oncogenes will be converted into oncogene, and oncogene will be leading towards the cancer.